Hello, everyone. Good morning, and thank you for joining me on today. I definitely want to come to you and just talk to you a bit about, some of the things that I'm starting to see that we're witnessing now in this day and time, post pandemic. And I just thank you guys for just hanging out with me for a couple of minutes. It is currently about 9:42 a.m. in the morning, and I am just wanting to share some really important information and how I could really help assist you in making some decision, like making a decision. Okay. So on today's topic, I want to talk about the fact that although we're starting to see construction, it's almost like the houses are getting smaller, but the cost of the house is growing, or the cost of the house rate is getting bigger. So, just a few things to just really just put on your memory or just put on your mind that, we're living in a time, ladies and gentlemen, that we are actually experiencing a high level of inflation. And it's almost like, you know, it's almost like to the point where it's really becoming a real important thing now, because we're seeing now we have companies that are hiring, but ladies and gentlemen, the pay, the pay raise or the pay that they're offering this information to, or these jobs to, are not allowing individuals to really live a quality of life that's going to be comfortable. So, just imagine doing that. You're working a job that's maybe $15 an hour, or you're working a job that's maybe $13 an hour. Most positions, that's really a cap for most people. So when you think about $15 an hour, you got to understand taxes and all those things that are going to be taken away from that. So that really only leaves you a really small amount of money to really do things with. Pay your bills, pay your rent, mortgage, things of that nature. And understand that rent and mortgage is about really the average cost of a mortgage or rent. Well, I would say rent at least is about $1,500. And if you're only making $15 an hour, you have to get several jobs in order just to cover your rent, for maybe a studio bedroom apartment. So that's very, very important to know, the changes and the things that are happening. And then we're even starting to see building materials, after the pandemic now, and currently we're starting to see even building materials to even build buildings, build houses. The cost of those materials are extremely expensive. So now what they have to do, they have to now push that cost onto the consumer, the person that's going to be purchasing the property or purchasing the home. So, you're basically getting penalized because of the rising cost of building materials as it relates to inflation. So I want to be able to help you guys, assist you in making a decision on really how can you maximize, the money that you make. How can you develop and how can you create additional streams of income, not a side hustle. No, not a side hustle. Not six, seven, five, 4 or 5 different types of jobs that's going to keep you tired most of the time, because you're going to have to stay, rejuvenated just to work, go from one job to another. But no, really being able to buckle down and actually see the ramifications of making money out of the markets, where you can sit at home and make money, and anything that you need, you can actually pull it out of the market. Okay. So I'm definitely really adamant, and I'm very, 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 very passionate about being able to share, different opportunities to allow people to understand that there's other ways around just being stuck. There's other ways around of being stuck. And the fact is, for the longest, the conversation and the actual solution was not intention well, it was intentionally not available to the everyday person. Now that we have technology, now basically you can get everything that you need just from technology, just from the internet. So you think about the internet phase. When the internet phase came about in late 90s and the 2000s, that was a different era. And now that that era is here, it has allowed individuals to really get wisdom, really, research and find out things that it really took a lot of time and a lot of red tape to get to. So let's go ahead and get started. And I'm going to share my screen. And I thank you guys for joining me on today. I'm not going to be on here very long, but I definitely want to present to you some things that'll get your mind going. Well, let me explain something about myself, introduce myself. My name is Kimberly McKinney. I am a jazz musician, producer, songwriter, and I'm also an entrepreneur. And guys, guess what? I make money from home that carries a a huge tax benefit for the regular stay-at-home person. So I just wanted to share my screen and let you know and just show you some things that will really assist you in your conquest to financial freedom. I've been in this space since 2017, and mostly like some people, when you're entering something that you don't know, that you're not familiar with, you've never known about this, about a new word, everything is new to you. So when in that newness, you don't know, how to start, how to begin, where do I start? Who do I connect to? Well, I had the privilege to connect with a young lady by the name of China Bethley, who actually is my mentor currently now. She's a multi-millionaire who basically gained her first millions by the age of 30. So I'm so glad to be under her tutelage, under her leadership, and for her being so open to share this opportunity with other people because she understood group economics. Group economics. We've been talking about Black Wall Street here, maybe for the past couple of months now, on the fact that one time, a community of people were very, very lucrative, and they had their own city, they had their own resources, and they were really basically on the cusp of creating even more group economics. So this is what I am here to talk about and share with you on today: how to develop group economics. How do we get back to that Black Wall Street? Well, let me tell you something. Robert Kiyosaki talks about the cash flow quadrant. If you're familiar with Robert Kiyosaki, he is the author of the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And when he talks about the cash flow quadrant, he said there's 4 ways that we can make money. Okay. And those 4 ways is either we work for ourselves, we work for someone, we're either a business owner, or we're an investor. Okay. And he broke that up into percentages. And in those percentages, let's start with the larger one first, the 60% percentage. Well, most of the people in the world work for someone else, and they only control only 5% of the market. So you're working for someone else. You don't really have a lot of time freedom. You don't have any money freedom. You're basically strategically structured, and you're limited to the things that you can do. So many of you go and you work for a job, and a lot of times you don't even come home and work on your own dreams, goals, and visions, because you're so busy and occupied working for the person that you have to get up every morning, fight traffic, deal with conferences, webinars, attitudes, write-ups, things of that nature. And then by the time that you're home, you're exhausted because the day has been gone, full of, high intensity stress. And it really causes you to not really focus on the things that you may want to do, or give you an exit strategy, to really become an entrepreneur, because you're so afraid that once you let go, there's nothing that you're going to have left. Or say, for instance, once you leave this job, I don't know how I'm going to pay this. I don't know how I'm going to take care of this, but I don't know how I'm going to live. That's one way that people make money, by working for someone else and extremely stressed. The 35%, the next higher percentage, is 35% for people that work for themselves. So if you're a contractor, just like I was talking about building materials, construction companies, contracted, if you don't get any deals, or you don't receive, any talks of any contractual work that's actually etched in stone, you don't make money. There's a lot of us out here that are actually, work for themselves. They're self-made or self-entrepreneurs. And there's only work based on contractual work. But what if things happen like the pandemic, where the calls, the texts, the emails stop coming through? And then no one needs information. No one needs services. What are you going to do in that time? Unless you become on that right side of money, which is if you're a business owner and if you know how to set up your business properly, where you're still able to gain and you're still able to obtain incoming income in your sleep, then that's a solution for you. But other than that, if you're only basing everything on contractual work, on basing on everything just because if someone wants to, obtain your services, that's all you're getting, then you definitely don't want to be left in that type of position, because guess what? Contracts do fall through. That's just like a house. If you're you're placing your bid, or you're placing an offer on a home, in some cases you do have offers that do fall through, and it basically puts that house right back on the market. I think it's called contingents, or due contingents, things like that, when the house is in a certain period of time of 10 to 14 days that a contract is in effect, and there's negotiations in between that time, and if those negotiations don't find a solution or an agreement, then that contract is subject to fall through. Well, what we try to teach you is not necessarily always depend on a contractual basis, but become that 4% business owner, become that 1% investor, where you can actually control 95% of the market. Okay. That means in the whole entire world, there's still a small, pivotal, small piece of people that actually control the entire market. You want to be on that side where you're able to control 95% of the market, and you have access to 95% of the market. Okay, wonderful. So as we talk about controlling 95% of the market, let's move into more ways these are happening. So now we're talking about cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is one of those industries or entities that actually is a part of that 95% of the market that people are not even touching. So when we talk about Bitcoin has been around for a while, and now Bitcoin is really making its emergence and surgence here within the last couple of years. So much that, now you have people such as Citibank analysts, people that are watching the markets, people that are watching cryptocurrencies, and they're looking at the momentum that it is having, as it relates to price point. So Citibank analyst says that Bitcoin could pass 300K by December of 2021. 2021, ladies and gentlemen, we are actually almost in the second half. In a few days, we will be in the second half of 2021. So that's giving Bitcoin at least 6 more months to make its surgence. We've seen it at 30,000. We've seen it at 63,000. Right now, Bitcoin is giving you an opportunity right now to purchase. If you think that you have to have $30,000 to buy one Bitcoin, that is not so. You can purchase Bitcoin right now for the amount of $10, $25, $50, $100,000, $1,000. You can buy Bitcoin as low as those price points, and you still have a portion and own a portion of that particular coin. So if Citibank analyst says that Bitcoin could surpass 300K by the end of December, just imagine if you would have basically taken your money, some earned money that you earned, and you put $100 into Bitcoin. You're going to be able to see that grow as the price point of Bitcoin grow. So if Bitcoin is 30,000 now and it hits 100,000, guess what? That $100 that you invested also grows with that. It's powerful stuff. But many people don't know or don't understand the meaning of Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies. So let me basically kind of help break things down for you. And the reason why the cryptocurrency space is so important in this new digital era and digital age of money. See, we are so used to using, the traditional money, like your paper money, which is called the fiat. And with the fiat, it is doesn't carry as much value, because the more that is printed, the less value that it holds. And I'm going to explain this in just a moment. We use paper money and we use the fiat, for our regular purchases. Now that we have Bitcoin, now that we have Ethereum, now that we have all these different types of coin projects, you're also able to make purchases through those coin projects as well. So just give me a second. Might have to come back to this screen. So when we talk about currencies and the fact that people don't really know what currencies are, currencies are your fiat, which is your US dollar, your Japanese yen, your Canadian dollar, your euro, your Great British pound, your New Zealand dollar, those are what is called currencies. And actually, as we begin to dive deep and more into what these currencies do for the economy and the markets, there is a such thing called what is called Forex, foreign exchange. And all these currencies are tied in with the foreign exchange. So if you've ever been out of the country, you've ever had to exchange your dollars for whatever country's currency that you're going to be going to, you actually have participated your first foreign exchange transaction. So what is Forex? Forex is the buy and sell of currencies. So if I'm going over to Japan, I'm going to exchange my US dollar for the Japanese yen. And depending upon what's happening over there in the market, my dollar will be equivalent to a different type of price point than what it would be over in Japan. So say, for instance, my $1 to the Japanese yen may be $15. Again, my $1 for every $1 is $15 in Japan. And it really depends on what the markets are moving. But guess what? Either way that the market is moved, whether it's up or whether it's down, guess what? We are actually able to make money in the foreign exchange market. So unlike stocks, when you're trading in the stock market or when you're investing in the stock market, once a purchase of a stock goes down, that's pretty much it, unless it comes back up in a certain direction. But like the stock market, once that stock moves down, that's it. You've lost money, and it's money that you can't really recuperate unless you really watch the stock to see what it's going to do. But it's not going to come back as quickly to the point where it began. It's not going to come back that quickly. So if you had a $200 stock in Apple, and the stock for Apple drops down to $100, that you've lost $100. And if you start to begin to see that stock maybe turn around in the opposite direction and go back up, it may be in the price stock of it might be $101. And it might sit in that price point for a while. But unlike the foreign exchange market, if the price point of something goes down, it's going to come quickly return and do a reversal and go back up in the same direction. That might happen within hours. That might happen within, an hour, a couple of minutes. But guess what? Either way that goes, you're making money on it. If you put money in the stock market, you just lost it. In the foreign exchange market, you make money either way that it goes. So Forex is the largest financial market in the world. It is traded upon $6.7 trillion a day, but I think that number has increased. It's about $7 trillion a day now that you're able to have access into the foreign exchange market. Again, it is a global market. So meaning I can be anywhere on the world. If I want to be on the beaches of Aruba, if I want to be on the beaches of Barbados, if I want to go to Turks and Caicos, guess what? I can trade and I can make money while I'm in Turks and Caicos. It's a global market. It's a global market. It is the most liquid market in the world. And what they mean by liquid, meaning tangible. So if you think about the stock market, if you want to withdraw some funds in the stock market, there's a series of things that has to happen. And a series of things that has to happen is not as if you can, really get your money out right away. But I tell you, in the foreign exchange market, once you profit in a trade, you can get that immediately. Sometimes it only takes a few seconds, it takes a few minutes for you to be able to withdraw that money that you've won inside of a trade just that quickly. And on the fact that foreign exchange market actually operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if you take consideration, the New York Stock Exchange, the New York Stock Exchange market operates from Monday through Friday, maybe 8 o'clock to maybe 4. And that's when the markets close. Well, in the foreign exchange market, it opens every day and it's trading all throughout the day. So that means if you want to trade in current currencies, guess what? You could trade on different time zones, different time frames, because you got the London, you have the US Stock Exchange, you have the Japanese markets, you have the Australian markets. And all these markets are, basically operating several hours, several time zones, which mean you never run out of a time zone where you cannot trade. And it's 24 hours a day. So guys, ladies and gentlemen, also with that, guess what? Do you think you have to sit in front of a computer all day long just to watch the markets? Absolutely not. Again, I just said, remember, if I'm in a global market, I can sit anywhere in the world and make money. So if I want to go to Italy, Milan, guess what? If I want to shop in a store in Milan, guess what? I can take my phone out and I can enter a trade and make money right then and there. I don't have to sit in front of my computer all day long just to place a trade. That's the beautiful thing about it. And the fact that it is so easy, guess what? It even helps because your master traders or educators send me trade ideas that allow me to copy and paste anywhere in the world. So if I'm in Spain and I get a trade alert that says Euro USD is a buy, all I have to do is copy and paste the information that is given to me. I didn't have to go look for it. I didn't have to go search for it. They gave me the answers to the test. All I do is say, oh, Euro USD. Let me open up my MetaTrader 4 app and let me copy my stop loss, put that in, and then let me copy my take profit and put that in and do what? Buy by market or sell by market. If they say it's selling, then I just say sell by market. Or if it's buying, buy by market. It only takes me 20 seconds to enter that. I let it go and I don't have to sit and watch it because I've already put my parameters in to help me make sure that I protect my money and at the same time I gain money. So you can operate this on any smart device in the world. And the fact that the banks have gotten so smart that they've left you out of the deal and they're participating in the foreign exchange market. Absolutely. And their monies are protected by insurance, which means they don't suffer any loss on it. But guess what? Do you get any part of that money that is gained from the market? No. The banks, if they do give you any interest on your money, is 0.0000001% interest. So if you deposit $60,000 in a year, guess what? You only get 0.00001% of the money that you deposited, not the money that the bank gives you because of them trading it in the market. You think they're going to give you any of the money that they win in the market? No. So this is why it's important that I come on here, do the lives so that you'll know, hey, it is obviously time for me to make some changes. It's obviously there's more money out there that I don't even know anything about that I have access to. Wonderful. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop here and I am going to show you my back office. And how do we get the opportunity to make so much money in this industry, ladies and gentlemen? I'm excited about showing this information to you. I really want you to see how easy and how simple this has been designed for the everyday person who knows nothing about the foreign exchange market, who knows nothing about digital cryptocurrencies, how this is going to be able to apply to you and educate you. See, most people don't even know, man, I didn't know that I could really pull money out of the market like that. Neither did I. I thought the only way that you can make money was basically real estate and purchasing stocks. But a lot of people don't have time to watch a stock grow 5 to 10 years later down the line. Some people need immediate relief. Immediate relief. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you my back office. I'm going to show you the tools and the resources that I use and how I'm able to pull money out of the markets. So ladies and gentlemen, what you are looking at is my back office. And right here, these are academies. So when you ask the question, I don't understand. I would like to understand. I would love to know more about the foreign exchange market. I would love to know more about digital cryptocurrency. Well, here it is. Education. The thing about education is really important. You're not going to be able to find this type of education that's this thorough, that give you the opportunity to really know how to make money. Where does these concepts come from? So you're looking right here, Foreign Exchange Academy. We have it in all different languages. So if you speak Spanish, guess what? The courses are here for you in Spanish. If you look at this, these are all videos. This particular video is only 4 minutes. So if you say, hey, I don't really have a whole lot of time to learn all this stuff, guess what? If you commit 20 minutes a day to developing your thinking skills or developing skills, guess what? You're going to see results. So only thing you have to do, here's your answers right here. You have everything that you need. You think you have to go to Google? You have to Google everything? Nope. Right here. Have everything for you. And not only is that just for Forex, guess what? We have it for digital cryptocurrency. So if you know nothing about Bitcoin, it's right here. Binary options is right here. All you have to do is click on this, and it's going to give you some educational videos that you're going to have access to. But not only does it stop there, guess what? If you have a desire to open your own online business, if you want to sell lashes, hair, if you want to sell clothes, if you want to sell other types of products, guess what? Here it is right here. There's your setup right here. Going to show you and give you everything that you need. So let me move forward. Let's go into our go lives. And the fact that you have this educational platform to use, guess what? You also learn it from an educator, a master trader, an educator. So they're gonna walk you through where you have the ability to actually trade with them as well. So you don't have to do anything by yourself. You pick a channel. This is like TV Guide. You want to know about digital cryptocurrency? Guess what? Here you go. Each educator come on Sunday through Saturday. And look here, you see the color coded for basics, advanced, live analysis. And the way this is set up, listen, intro into the platform. Intro is basically a beginning stage of showing you how to actually get started in your go live sessions from a beginner perspective. Because we know as you come into this space, you're gonna naturally know nothing about it. But we are here to help you and here to assist you. These are the days of the week that these educators come on. And guess what? If you miss it, you can always go back, because guess what? In this platform, if you miss intro to DeFi, if you miss intro to DCX when they got on live, you can always go back to their pre-recorded video, because this will be recorded. It still allows you to get everything that you need. If you missed it because you had an appointment or you had a meeting or something and they're done, guess what? You can go right back and see what was discussion, and you can interact. So when you're live with them in real time, you can interact with the educator, and they're going to respond to you. They're going to show you, and they're going to talk to you, and they're going to explain to you what's a good trade setup. And you guys are going to be trading together in real time. So when they're trading and they tell you to put in a trade, you put in a trade right when they tell you. Did you do the work to try to figure out, look at the charts? No, they did it for you. So these are very valuable and powerful tools that you have access to. Very powerful that you have access to. But you not only get that with just the DCX platform, you get that with all of the academies, whether it's Forex, whether it's HFX, DCX, or ECX. And let me bring you to this point. Here's academies. These are academies. These are strategies that we assist people in learning how to read the charts. Guess what? When you're online with your Go Live educators, they're going to be using these exact same strategies, and they're going to show you how to mark them up, what to look for, what points to get in, what does support and resistance mean. And you're going to be right there hanging in with them, marking everything up. See, this platform offers over 20 plus streams of revenue and content. One of our flagship products is the harmonic scanner. Very, very easy to learn, gives you the answers to the test. All of these strategies give you the answers, and they're very, very user friendly. So when you talk about, oh, I don't think I'll be able to read this, I don't know if I can understand this. Yes, you can. Because it's simple. We provide everything from a beginner level to a more advanced level. And you can take your time and learn it. See, this is a skill that's going to pay you for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life. And you definitely want to have this to be able to pay you for the rest of your life. If you had a skill, that you learn a skill that's going to pay you your entire existence, that's what you want. So let's go back and just talk about how much does each an individual platform or academy cost. Well, again, we have Forex, we have HFX, we have DCX, and we have the Elite package. So each individual package, ladies and gentlemen, just to start up is $234.95. $234.95 to get started. For the level of elite education that you're going to receive and benefits that you're going to receive, only for $234.95. That's extremely powerful, because the creator of this entire platform wanted to make it affordable for the everyday person to be able to get in this program and learn and develop a skill set that's going to pay them for the rest of their life. So if you see here HFX, which is our money in minutes, you're literally in a trade in 1 to 3 minutes. It's called high frequency at Forex. It's a Forex on steroids. But guess what? $234.95 individually. Then we have DCX, which is everything digital cryptocurrency. And it's $234.95 to get started. We are looking at $174.95, but I'll tell you, I'll explain something about that in just a moment. Or guess what? You have the Elite. Let's move to the Elite. I tell people all the time, the Elite way is the way to go. Because guess what? With the Elite, you have every individual academy for only $109 more. Meaning, if you say, well, I just want to trade in DCX, that's it. You're only going to get everything that's pertaining to digital cryptocurrency. But with the Elite package, you get everything. You get over 20 plus streams of income in this one platform. And it's $274.95 a month. So you say, I don't know if I can afford $274 a month. That's a lot for me. You know, we're in the summer months, and in the summertime, guess what? Electricity goes up, energy goes up, because we're burning our air conditioning. We're doing, quite other things that drive the cost of, heating and cooling up. But guess what? Sometimes your bills are $274 just for your light bill. If you get weave or if you get hair or wigs, $200 plus. If you get your hair done every 3 weeks, you're spending $300 to $400 every 3 weeks. Now, to put that in perspective, $274 is not a lot if you're making in your trades according to your focus and dedication. If you're making $5,000 a month or more in your trades, $274 is not going to mean a difference to you. However, we do offer what is called a scholarship, 2 and free. Meaning if you refer 2 active paying customers to the academies, guess what? You get free access to the entire platform. So meaning if you got started and you paid, I want to go with the elite, and you paid $324. But guess what? You don't know much about this platform. Don't wait till you find out everything and figure out everything before you share the opportunity with other people. Just go ahead and share the opportunity with other people and let them know, hey, I'm new. I'm just learning how to trade, learning how to get money, in other places like the market. And I want to share this opportunity with you. And when they see what you're doing, and they also like, wow, this platform offers a whole lot of benefits. I think I want to be a part. They enroll under you. And guess what? If you have 2 of those same people that enroll, or 3 of those same people to enroll, guess what? That $274 that you think, oh, I might not be able to afford, it becomes absolutely free to you. Becomes absolutely free. But again, it doesn't stop there. If you want to be like me, I decided to become an independent business owner because I don't want to leave any money on the table. I like tax brackets. I like tax benefits. And the fact that even with this being an independent business owner, if you have kids, if you're a parent that have kids, you can hire your children to work under you. And that's a tax benefit as well, because you have a home-based business. I have a home-based business. I've created a home-based business making money in the market. And I get tax breaks for it. Wonderful. So again, if you think about it, remember I said 2 and you're free. But guess what? If you're 3 people that's interested and they see that you're doing so well with it, guess what? You begin to make $150 a month. That $100 and $150 a month can pay that light bill that we were talking about. Or you could take that $150 a month and put it into your broker account to help you leverage more and more in your trades. Guess what? And it continues to move from there. If you get 12 people in, if 12 people decide, man, I see that Kim is doing the thing in this cryptocurrency space, in the foreign exchange space, in the binary option space, guess what? I definitely want to be a part of that. So I'm going to sign on and I'm going to enroll and I'm going to use those same benefits, those same products that she's using. And I'm going to make me $10,000 a month because I'm going to be laser focused. And I'm going to get this money out of the market that I knew it ever existed. Guess what? You're getting paid $600 now as a result of that. That's money that you can pay on a car note. That's money that you could pay on 2-3 bills. That's money you could put towards a mortgage if you don't want to pay your entire mortgage out of your own money. That's free money to you. For talking and inviting 12 people. And it goes even further than that, 30 people up under you. And guess what? You're getting $1,000. $1,000. Sometimes that's a person's mortgage that may have purchased their house 10, 12, 15 years ago. Guess what? Your mortgage is now paid free money because there's 30 people under you that saw the plan, that saw that you were making some money, that saw that they can have residual income as well. And it goes up from there. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have at least 4 people that has taken this and decided they don't want to leave any money on the table. They're now making $750,000 a month just by sharing it and not being, oh, I'm just going to figure this out for myself and then I'll talk to people. No, they didn't wait. They were eager to share. And as they showed their eagerness and their excitement, people decide, listen, I got some things that I want to do. I have goals. I want to do this by X amount of time. Show me this plan so that I can see what's going on, so that I can also, get some residual income. So I can also be able to fund whatever plans that I vision that I have, that I can fund it. Show me your link. Give me your link so I can get signed on, so I can make this kind of money that you're making as well. Because I don't want to leave no money on the table. I want to leverage OPM, other people's money as well. That's how the rich gets rich. What can you do with $750,000 a month? You're already a millionaire at that time, at that point, several times over. You are a millionaire several times over every month and a half. Every month and a half, you are a millionaire several times over. So don't leave any money on the table. Utilize the products that I'm showing you. Make a decision and make a change that you want to change your financial trajectory. Make a decision to say, even if I don't know fully about everything, Kim has already shown me the plan. She's shown me the back office. She showed me how easy it is. She showed me the fact that I don't have to go to YouTube. That's going to take hours and hours and hours of time on one subject, when this particular platform has everything that I need. What are you going to decide to do? Are you going to make a decision? What will you become? If you have a goal within the next 6 months, by the end of the month, and you're still trying to figure out how you're going to accomplish that, then you need to be on this platform. Because this platform would definitely keep you on track. This platform would definitely allow you to achieve those goals. If you have a goal by the end of this month that you want to save X amount of dollars to go on a vacation, or you want to save X amount of dollars. See, I have a daughter, a senior, and she's going to be a senior in high school this year. Although we're working on scholarships, but listen, tuition. We're working on tuition where she don't have to come out when she graduates, where she's in bondage over student loans. I have a mission. And guess what? This platform is going to allow me to do it. So what will you become? You may have a dream to buy a house at the end of the month. Guess what, guys? Right now, we are literally telling people or showing people by a compound calculator how you can make several $1,000s or be a millionaire in 12 months. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I'm going to actually show this to you. I am going to show you how it is possible to make or start with a $300,000 account and grow $300,000 to close to $1 million. So we talk about, really growing your money 10% a day. So even if you start with a $300 balance, what you want to do, you want to grow that at 10% a day. So the first day that you trading in your trades, that's $330 a day. But look, if you're growing your money at 10% a day, look at day 14 or day 7. If you grow your money continuously, starting with a $300 account, by day 7, you're already at $584. By day 14, you had 1,139.25. By day 21, you had $2,220. By day 30, you're at $5,234.82. So this is possible just by starting with $300 in a broker account. Let's jump all the way down to day 45. $300 have now grown to $21,867.15. Let's get to day 60. Wow, because you grew your money 10% a day from day 1 to day 60, that's 2 months, you would have amassed $83,040.45. Now, even if you didn't win all of your trades and you got half of this, if you got $41,000 in your trading within 60 days, that's still a lot. That's still a heck of a lot of progress. So decide if you want to take $5,000 out of that and you put 35, in some other growth account. You just start it all over again. And you just plug that $5,000 right here. And you're growing your money again 10% a day, 5,050. Look at how their money is growing. So when you get another 2 months down the line, guess what? That $5,000 that you traded in your trades grew to $1,384,007.45. Guys, even if you got half of this, even if you got $700,000 or $600,000, you think about it, that's something that you could have amassed in 6 months, less than 6 months. So if you take this and you say you have goals by December, this is very possible and doable for you because you're growing your money 10% a day. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for your time. I really appreciate the efforts that you have to really watch this, but this is real. Sometimes we get off track, but let's not get off track. Let's get serious and let's get busy. It is so doable and it's so easy. Ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to get $1,384,007.45 in the stock market. The stock market don't move that fast, but the foreign exchange market does. And I tell you, you get it within a third of the time. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for, the opportunity to be able to show this to you and make it make sense to you. I really do hope that you enjoy your day, and let's get this money. If you have any questions, you definitely want to reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to assist you. I'll be more than happy to explain and answer any more questions to you that you may have. And just DM me to get started. If you want to get started, DM me to get started. My number is 404-590-5068. DM me to get started. I'll see you tomorrow.